Welcome back for round number 3 of Pioneer, and we have Rune on Esper Greasefang. Seems like a regular now on the feature match versus Brandon Chen on Magda Balls.
This is going to be an interesting one, folks. Brandon has been asking us for weeks now to go on stream with this deck, so I personally am very interested to see what he's going to show us today.
Yeah, Brandon, if you've been here for a lot of our early stuff, was a very frequent player on the feature match. So let's see how what happens.
We just played Canadian Highlander instead.
Oh my god.
What are they talking about Canadian Highlander for?
Yeah, it looks like they're still shuffling up. Like Kyle was saying, Brandon was playing Demir Control with the Valky. Valky got Elias before and ended up on stream pretty often. Rune, another returnee from last week's stream, I believe. He did go 0-3 a couple times, but looks like he's, rushing out the gates, putting up strong results. Yep. It looks like we lost the overhead
here. Let's give us a moment on this one.
Be right back, folks.
So, Brandon Chen versus Esper Greasefang. It'll be an interesting matchups. So we're gonna have him stop for a moment here. Sometimes the camera does go out here. I always pay attention to it, but it's okay. Good thing we have backup batteries for this, as per usual. So just getting the camera swap here, but we've seen the Esper Greasefang list quite a few times. Go the turn 3, play Greasefang. You can add Part Heliod or the Skyclave the Sky Sovereign.
Don't look at my
so
camera. That's my camera.
So it'd be interesting to see how Esper Greasefang's going to deal with Magda Balls. I'm not too sure what exactly is in this deck, but it'd be interesting. So we are back.
Give us a thumbs up if we're good.
Yeah, we are good. Yeah, we are good. So we're going to start off the game here. So it looks like there's a spring leaf drum coming out from Brandon Chen. Let me miss here, but it looks like it can be another mountain into. I don't know what that card is.
That looks like the namesake card of his deck, Magda. I believe it's Horde Master. The older Magda. Oh no, it's a Brazen Outlaw.
So it's Magda Brazen Outlaw. Other George. Oh, is this basically a George Tribal?
I guess we will see. Brandon told me that he named the deck Magda Balls for the sphere-shaped treasure tokens out of that one set. So let's see what is. Oh,
the Greasefang offer appear from Rune. Oh, there's the ball.
Alright, Magda generating some treasure tokens here. Greasefang coming down with no other play. This is really interesting, actually.
I mean, it looks like a dig through time actually in the deck from Rune. Interesting.
Yeah, because ideally you would have discarded something to Greasefang back and then turned 3 Greasefang. So it looks like Rune might be playing out Greasefang here purely as a blocker or as an offensive threat here. Just to try and keep Brandon off curve here a little bit.
Oh, I think that's a bit of triumph in Rune's hand. But no, Brandon has a decision to make with this Magda. Oh, what Magda's gonna come out here?
There's the other Magda. This is the Horde Master one from Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
So we're making a lot of treasures here potentially. So we're gonna make a red, float red, another red.
Cranko, Baron of Tin Street.
Cranko.
KR.
Cranko. Baron of
KREN, I think. Yeah.
Yes, a Cranko Baron, right?
Baron of Tin Street.
A lot of these cards I've never seen before. Sacrifice artifact, play a 1/1 counter on each goblin you control. So basically you'll play a counter on Magda and the Cranko. Was I fooled that this is basically just Pioneer Goblins?
I mean, I guess we will see. It looks like Kranko is a payoff for sacrificing artifacts here.
Lively Dirge just said actually.
Lively Dirge coming out for Rune of DIR, I think.
Dirge. Yep, Lively Dirge.
Another one of the modal spree cards from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is an insane new card for Greasefang.
Brandon's only down to 7 from the Parhelion already.
Oh.
This is a
Pretty even
disgusting-
before.
It's a bit of a disgusting sequencing from Rune. Now Brandon needs to somehow find a way to stabilize the board state here because those 2 angels are just lethal.
Yeah, let's see here.
For other Magda?
3.
3 and then 5 for Big Magda?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I like how you knew I was talking about original Magda when I said they're the same.
Looks like they're talking about the activated abilities on each of the Magdas.
Wow, I think Brandon looks like he's about to consider. There it is! Game number 1! Does it go straight to Rune? What is that, turn 4? Turn 5?
Looks like it. The amount of pressure that that Rune was mounting here was just a little too much for Brandon to deal with, unfortunately.
So, actually, I do know we do have the deck list here for Rune. Knowing on the from the Carter Discord. So, try to pull it up here.
Do you know if we have the list for Brandon? I know he's been talking about it for a while,
I'm
but
sure we have the list already at all here, but we could probably just take a look here. Potentially, would have. Let's see. We'll have to pull it up, but Esper Greasefang taking game number 1 pretty not almost once, basically play one. So I could turn the Greasefang out, Lively Dirge into the Parhelion. So
yeah. I'm pretty interested to see what Brandon's got cooking in his deck, because it does look like it's using Magdas as treasure generators to try and get ahead in mana and try and drop something large here. But I don't really know what the game plan is here, what his payoff could be.
Showing the camera what
Yeah.
we're citing. Like show the camera or show stream what we're citing. Like I'll show stream.
It seems like the players are being pretty thoughtful of those of us watching our stream.
No worries.
But yeah, next time hopefully we'll work towards having a hand cam as well.
yeah, for sure. I mean, we're working towards a lot of stuff here on stream.
Alright, so we got Rune's list pulled up here.
Yeah.
Is there a way to pull up
Had the idea to have
to see
the 2 of them.
how the deck works in
What we're citing in, just so that way there's like
image, maybe?
Yeah.
Because this should be a nice way to see this deck somehow.
I'll be on the
Oh, yes.
Hey, I knew you would be. I called it at the start of that last game after the die roll. Remember?
True.
Somebody clip it.
Alright. So we do actually have Rune's list here. So let's try to get to the... Let's see if we can try to pull it up.
You got the again?
So, gotta go
don't wanna-
deck list.
Well, actually,
Sorry about that. Actually, we don't have it ready yet, but... So,
Is that a site?
this is what happens when I don't prepare ahead. But it looks like we're gonna have in the sideboard here for Rune a Cavern of Souls, Cryptic Cloak, Disdainful Stroke, Dovin's Veto, 2 Fatal Pushes, a regular Bankbuster, Search for Escanta, a Silence, Surge of Salvation, Temporary Lockdown,
So nice.
and 2 Thoughtseize, no, 1 Thoughtseize,
Card stock
a
is
Void
so
Red,
better than Magic's.
and 2 Void Reds and Unlicensed Hearse. So I have to assume coming to this match, you are going to probably play the temporary lockdowns. You are going to probably bring in the push as well. Maybe. It's actually hard to say. Probably the Void Reds as well. And maybe you are going to play Silence so you can't multi-spell like at all for Brandon's side.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting seeing Esper Greasefang come out here, because the old list that was more common was Sultai Greasefang, running green cards to try and more consistently get your Greasefang targets.
Oh, so we actually have a Tremor Thoughtseize come out. We did miss a couple game actions here while talking about the sideboarding here.
Oh, and it looks like Magda Balls is actually not mono red like I was thinking. It looks like it's in Rakdos colors.
So we're gonna have. So there's the fatal pushes we were talking about. That was brought in from the sideboard here for Rune. But also double part healing is pretty good as well. But there is no Greasefang, but there is a Faithful Mending at least to potentially dig for more options. But obviously you just don't take the push.
Push is a really good choice here. I think there was an argument for taking Faithful Mending as well, just so he can't discard and try and get more cards off of it.
So I'm gonna have a Seagram. Not Seagram Coast. Is that Seagram Coast? I'm not too sure on the name.
Add a car waste maybe.
Probably. But
it might
we're
be
gonna
Seagram.
have a land again into another Thoughtseize from Brandon. So Thoughtseize comes out.
I honestly don't know what the creature on the board is. Looking at the board state right now.
So we're gonna be trying with the creature that I'm not too sure about. So we're gonna have another look at the hand here. Parhelion and a Faithful Mending. Take the Mending, land Parhelion. But you can still play Faithful Mending from the graveyard at least. Oh,
Inti coming out as well. A card played in many decks here in the Pioneer format. See if we can pull it up on the screen here real quick.
So Inti coming out here. We're gonna have some agency early on. Looks like a Mutavault as well. So actually, let me play a land. Debating on actually playing the Mutavault or not.
Ooh.
Go to combat.
We're gonna have a combat. We're gonna declare attacks.
Trigger.
Trigger out the stack. We're gonna discard the Mutavault. We're gonna get a Sprinkler Jump on the top. Go to 17 for room. We didn't miss the 2 life from the Thoughtseize earlier. And it looks like we're gonna have Magda come out. So
Magda coming in. Not playing the Springleaf Drum. Pretty interesting.
we're gonna have Faithful Mending flashback. Go back up to 19 for Rune.
I wonder if Brandon has a play for 3, maybe 4 mana that he has in hand.
No. Oh, I wish.
Double Parhelion the Graveyard is not looking too bad here. We're gonna shut down back to 17. We have it considered in the hand here. So looks like we're gonna have Greasefang here. Oh, temporary lockdown there!
Temporary lockdown.
From the sideboard coming in clutch.
This is a card that causes me a lot of personal pain.
And we're gonna consider now an end step here. I'm not too sure what that card is for Brandon.
Oh, Crime Novelist.
Crime Novelist.
Crime Novelist is another sack payoff for artifacts. So it's a creature that can generate mana, but also get quite out of hand pretty quickly as long as you have enough stuff to sack to it.
Oh, so actually we're gonna have a Greasefang come out already. Get the Parhelion.
Greasefang Parhelion for Rune over here.
Wait a second, this game might be almost over.
This is really... Whoa. Quite a bad matchup here for Brandon.
This matchup just flipped on its head. And that's a Rune distinction game number 2.
Rune just wrecking his opponent with the top decks here.
Yeah, Rune's their opponent like, I don't know, what can you do with the Greasefang Parhelion as Magna Balls?
Yeah, with the potential amount of removal as well as card discard coming out of Brandon's side here, I definitely thought he would have slowed down Rune enough to try and stabilize and, you know, advance his board state here, but that temporary lockdown really just destroyed Brandon's side of the board. He just couldn't come back from that.
The temporary lockdown coming in clutch just takes the entire board, takes away the entire board, and just allows for Greasefang into one of the Parhelions that was discarded. But congrats for Rune on the 3-0 with Esper Greasefang.
Congrats. Rune really putting up consistent results on this deck. Maybe we'll see more Greasefang players come into the store from now on.
I mean, first time they were on camera, they went 0-3, sadly, but then 2 weeks in a row with 3-0 as Greasefang. Must be a pretty nice feeling.
Yeah, considering Greasefang has really fallen out of favor recently, in favor of Phoenix, Rakdos Vampires, Amalia, but, you know, Rune coming in strong and showing us Greasefang can still put up the good old fight, you know?
Yeah, Greasefang is still one of those decks where it's just like, I only know it because of the story, so this is why I'm trying to play the Pioneer, man. I don't know, but it looks pretty strong to me. This passed the eye test for sure in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, that was quite a short game here once again. We were hoping it would be more of our mid-rangey matchup, but Rune coming in and just you know, kicking ass, taking names, really, really ending our event quite quickly here.
Yeah.